Today on the show,
Raggy?
that really got into Scooby-Doo territory.
Very
Greg.
quickly.
I love that.
Welcome to Gom Jabbar, your guide to the iconic world of Dune. We'll be exploring the themes, philosophies, and characters found in the sandy depths of this vast universe. From Frank Herbert's groundbreaking novels to the adaptations on film, and TV. My name is Leo.
And my name's Abu.
And today, well, we're doing something a little bit different, aren't we?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Today's going to be fun. Today is going to be super, super fun. We've always cracked jokes about whispering in our fellow moviegoers' ears while watching the film.
Right.
And that's kind of what we're going to be doing today.
Yeah. It's all of the fun of two people talking over a movie for the whole time. POV. We're sitting behind you in the movie theater.
Yes. I love it. Now, we're going to explain exactly how that works in just a minute.
Right.
But first, we all know the drill. Let's take care of some housekeeping.
To start off, spoiler warning. Can you believe we're going to be spoiling the Dune film today? But also, we will be talking about the first book. And we'll do our best to avoid any mention of things from future books or future, anything like that.
That's right. And as always, a reminder that the best way to support this show and make sure we can continue to do fun and weird episodes like this one is to become a patron on patreon.com/gomjabbar. Becoming a supporter gets you cool benefits like completely ad-free episodes, bloopers and bonus clips every single week that no one else gets to hear, and an invite to our exclusive Discord server, where you can chat with me and Leo directly and also get to know all of the incredible geeky members of our Siege community.
Speaking of which, of course, we have to shout out our amazing Kwisatz Haderach level patrons, Case Aiken, Nate Hyde. Fellas, Denis Villeneuve may have created a masterpiece film. But you know what? Y'all have him beat. Y'all get the awards. The Oscar nomination for Generosity Department goes to Case and Nate. Thanks, guys.
Thank you guys so much. Also, another great way to support this show is to check out our merch on gomjabarshop.com. Just because it's dark in a movie theater doesn't mean you shouldn't be wearing some dope Dune merch. So check out our stuff on gomjabarshop.com.
Also, do you like episodes like this? Do you hate them? Never want us to do it again? Let us know. Tell us. In addition to our Discord, of course, we have the email address we've said so many times, but here it is again, gomjabarpodcast@gmail.com. We love to hear from you. Throw us an email. Say hi. Ask us questions. Send us memes. We love it.
We love it. Okay, so let's break down today's episode a little bit and talk about how exactly it's going to work. The idea today is that you, dear listener, will listen to this episode of Gom Jabbar while watching the Dune film along with us. And the goal is to have some lighthearted fun, crack some jokes, geek out about our favorite parts, and of course, whisper sweet nothings in your ear, dear listener.
You're looking really great today. I like that shirt. Bold,
Words of affirmation.
It's crazy that that's all you're wearing, though. Seriously, it's a strong choice.
Strong, bold.
Now, the movie is currently out on Blu-ray and DVD, and it's available to stream on HBO Max, so you have your choice of how you want to watch along with us. We will, just for disclosure, be watching on HBO Max, so that's what we're doing if you want to be fully, perfectly synced with us. Naturally, HBO has like 30 seconds of not Dune before Dune starts. Frustrating. So we are going to be counting down to the moment that we hit play, and the moment we've synced up is the exact moment that you hear that start a car voice.
Right. And what that means for you Blu-ray DVD folks is to basically fast forward the film right to the moment before the Sardaukar speaks at the start and get ready to hit play along with us as well.
Exactly.
Okay, so now that we've explained how today's episode will work, let's take a short break. And then when we come back, we will count down 3, 2, 1. You'll hear a little beep, and that beep means that we have hit play and that you should too, and we'll be off to the races. So stick around. We'll be right back to watch the Dune movie.
Welcome back, everybody. All right. Get yourself ready. Get ready to hit play. 3, 2, 1. By the way, I have subtitles on. I love the descriptors of music. Slow, dramatic music playing.
Ooh.
I know. Hans Zimmer's like, really? Is that... Okay.
Right. Hans Zimmer's like, that's what my music is saying to you? Slow and dramatic.
And then no description
The
here.
drums.
It's so
the
cool.
Drums.
It's huge, especially in like a nice sound system.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot we got to get past all of these company logos.
Gross. What did they do? Film this dream come true? Fund it. Sorry, fund the dream come true. I love a thumper at the beginning. That's so good.
Johnny!
What up, Zendaya? Where's that Tom Holland at?
I love the little speckles of spice in front of the camera, out of focus.
You can taste the cinnamon. That must be such a cool staff that the guy was holding. The tall wizard staff.
Does that mean that guy's in charge?
Maybe. He's
Yo, so that's Jameis right there, right?
Yeah. First Fremen we see. They managed to make the helmets look bald, too. He's such a good Beast Raban. He's great.
Yeah, I think it was perfect casting on his part.
Surprise!
Yo!
Birthday party!
This will never get old.
I know.
Fremen appearing from the sands will just always be cool. Lays guns in the desert, bitch!
The idea of spice harvesters with mounted weaponry is really interesting to me.
Yeah. These are clearly the nice spice harvesters that the Harkonnens took with them.
Right. Man, these Fremen also would not lose so many people if they didn't run in slow motion. So is this Carthage or is this Arrakeen, do you think? Because
my interpretation is this is people leaving Arrakeen.
Yeah, but
see that building in the front? It's got like the Arrakeen architecture.
Justice for Carthage. I want to see Carthage. Because I think you're right. Like, I think that's Arrakeen, but the Harkonnens were stationed, 200 kilometers north in Carthage?
Yeah. Yeah, they were. Man, I relate to Paul so much here.
Dreaming
I too dream of Zendaya a lot.
Oh, yeah. Right. Hey, Ekaz! They're doing so well. Little glowing microorganisms. So patient.
Man, the cinematography just leaves me speechless.
Yeah. I mean, 10 nominations.
And so does that jawline. God damn. Timmy.
Wear your gown. Ballroom. As a side note, some of that food is so far from Jessica. What does she do? Does she like get up and walk the 15 feet to the sweet potatoes? Like,
She just commands Paul to bring shit over to her all the time.
she's also got like 5 water cups in front of her. Why does she have all of the cups?
Those trees in the back, though,
The bonsai.
beautiful. The bonsai trees.
I
I loved this scene. I mean,
God.
I know we talked about it in our breakdown, but this gives us so much information in such little time in a compact little scene.
Look at that minutiae.
The old Duke.
The old Duke again. Minotaurus. So cool.
Give me one of the 5 waters that you have in front of you, Mom. I'm thirsty.
She pulls the cup back to herself. That moment is so perfect for memes. I can't believe people haven't like shown him cutting to just, I don't know, the Teletubbies or some insane vision. Then him, no. Also, mimic film strips, right?
Yeah, I was really curious how they were going to show film strips in the film. And I think it's not exactly as described in the book, but like a little holographic iPad looking thing is probably better. Because in the books, it's just described as like spools of film in some weird way
Yeah.
that project something.
Yeah. It's
It was always hard for me to picture. I liked this interpretation from the movie.
oh, totally.
Something I loved about the film, I don't know if we even talked about this in our breakdown, is expositional scenes like this don't feel heavy, right? They
Right,
don't
right.
slow the film to a grinding halt just to explain the dense lore of Dune. It all feels like it's part of the movie, and it always has that forward momentum. I had a lot of friends comment on that too.
I know, it's very elegant. Look at that tiny ship. Is that a ship for ants?
No, it's a ship for a lot of people.
It's a ship for giant ants.
Like literally giant. That's a mountain next to it for scale, y'all.
That's insane. Yeah. God, who has to vacuum that carpet though?
Oh my God. The poor intern.
All right, Stuart, you're on carpet duty. Oh, man. Oh, this dude. What a dude.
Man, I cannot wait to see more of the Spacing Guild.
Yeah. I'm smiling.
God.
So good.
Man, that's so subtle. I had some friends wonder what the heck Thufir just did there.
Right.
Mentats really got the short end of the stick in this movie.
I know. Denny is kind of leaning on that show don't tell, but did he show? I don't think he showed or told.
Yo, Padisha threw me off because I've always
Padishah.
pronounced that Padishah
Yeah.
Emperor.
I mean, me too, buddy, but we're on mic together, so.
Yeah.
Hey, look, it's not Moheim.
Not Moheim. A huge mistake on our part. We thought that was Moheim.
God, we fucked up. But she's got all that shit on her face. I don't know. Whatever.
I feel like this guy could stand a little closer and not have to yell at us.
What? Huh? We at House Atreides didn't hear you. Come closer.
The CDC said 6 feet, not 600.
6 meters. Yeah.
Yo, this part gives me chills no matter what. Atreides! Atreides! Damn.
Also, who do you think had to drag this table out into the landing field?
The same intern who had to vacuum the carpet.
They sent him ahead. Also,
He's getting
you know
paid in experience.
You know what? I'm going to say it. I feel like I'm sure someone said it. I haven't seen anybody say it. This guy's ears are small. That's all I can think about when he's on screen.
I hadn't noticed, but now that's all I'm going to notice.
You hadn't noticed?
Now I'm measuring everyone's ears.
Just only focus on the ears.
Man, that is so not Moheim.
I know we fucked up.
Yo, this dude's ears are small.
I know. He's an incredible actor. He's amazing. And I hate to keep focusing on that. But proportionally, it's all I think about.
You're right.
I can tell it's Duncan because I've seen this movie.
Did he have to strafe the water like that? No. He's just showing off.
He knew his crush was watching from afar.
I love the ship design in this movie.
By the way, I missed that he calls out Lanville's name. Like, right here, I think, because that's Lanville. So the bald dude who just walked by him is the fight coordinator for the whole movie.
Oh, no way.
And he's
the subtitles just said Lanville also.
Right. And he calls out his name in a minute.
That's very cool.
Yeah. Come on, Aquaman. Jeez. I'm high on ecstasy.
Footsteps without rhythm. I love that tiny detail.
Oh, I hadn't noticed that. That's pretty good.
Yeah, the footsteps are irregular.
You looked bad fucking ass. You had 2 knives. Yep.
Nah, there he is.
Yeah.
Lanville.
Also, this is setting up, apparently, in part 2, but from the Dune book, the Atreides soldier who's captured and is made into a gladiator to fight Fade Routha. All of this is setting up Lanville to be that guy.
Oh, that would be a very cool little Easter egg.
Oh, it's the best.
That's what I tell my friends all the time when I leave.
See you on Arrakis, my boy. You think my boy is going to...
Abu, stop. Dune cannot be your personality. And I'm like, can't it?
Can't it? Anyway, see you on Arrakis, my boy.
There's the old Duke in the bowl again. Oh my God.
Good Lord, he's majestic.
How? I'm already sweating.
I want to feel his leather gloves on my neck. Also, Timothée Chalamet's coat, moving on from that comment, his coat is so wide-shouldered, but it's beautiful. I love it.
The fits are incredible. Oh my God.
Also, I like these longer takes.
I do too. This is still easily my favorite scene of the movie. Without a doubt.
Yeah, look how long this take is.
Yeah. That was a long cut.
So all of this is 80 yard. They could be talking about anything.
Oscar Isaac is like, damn, do I look good or what, buddy? Desert power.
Hell yeah. Beard power.
Salt and pepper hair power.
Zaddy power. Signet ring.
Oh my god, what a great detail.
Yeah.
I wanted to be a pilot. Ah. Ah,
My son.
I'm already crying.
So good. Yeah, all the graves of House Atreides. Because they've been here for what, like 3,000 years? 2,000 years?
Yeah. Give it a try.
Clearly Timothy Chalamet.
Yes.
Clearly someone else. Rude.
Gurney's like, that got cut from the movie.
Also rude. Yeah, you're right. Don't bring up cut scenes. God, the shields are so cool.
They're so good.
I do kind of miss the PlayStations, but this is better.
Yeah.
Butt tap. That's become one of my favorite moments. Just the
Ooh, the choreography here is so good.
mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes.
Lovemaking. Cattle.
Mood is for cattle and lovemaking.
What a good moment. Also, Timothy Chalamet's like, how tall is he?
Huh, that's a good point. Because I think Josh Brolin is a very tall man. I see you found the mood.
What a great line.
Such a good addition. He doesn't say that in the books, but it fits so well in this scene.
Oh, he's only 5'10". How tall is Brolin? God.
I'm pretty sure Josh Brolin is like 6'4" or something.
No, he's 5'10".
Oh, no way.
This is so good. I love that again, coming away from this movie, there were moments that jumped out at me, but that moment, your eyes, I need to see it in your eyes, has just gotten better and better for me. Like I like it more and more.
Yeah. Man, we don't see a whole lot of Giddy Prime, but I think they're nailing the vibe already.
Yeah. Harsh.
Dark, industrial.
Hi. Piter Devar University.
Biter DeVry.
Go Swallows. How many C's are on that thick? Win is a unit, not a unit.
Is he taking a steam bath? What exactly is happening here?
Listen, Vladimir has a very rigorous skincare routine. Okay.
Okay, yeah, it's like a sauna. He's like kind of sweating.
What a great line. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Scared.
Oh my God. The way those suspensor pops,
Yeah.
it's the perfect mix of gross and easily recognizable.
I think Villeneuve was saying he wanted it to be like an insect, you know?
Oh,
Very
yeah.
like clicky, like mandibles.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Perfectly gross.
Look at that tiny ship.
Yo.
What is that, a ship for ants? We get it. Caladan's wet.
Water's important, Leo.
Is this what she's listening to on her iPod?
This is the Dune version of lo-fi study beats.
Rhythmic whispers to study and relax to.
I don't know if that would help me focus. Rhythmic whispers.
To study and...
We gotta release like a soundtrack of rhythmic whispers to study to. That's so funny.
Glow globe.
It is always raining there. The glow globes look so good.
They look
Like,
great.
I want one of those.
Yeah.
In real life. IKEA, make it happen. I'm super curious how they would have shot that too.
There's probably
Like,
on
I guess
stick.
that's a
Just on a big
yeah,
blue
like a
stick.
light on a stick that then gets like visually affected out. Yeah, Mom. Who told her?
Did you give her my diary?
Did you tell her about my bedwetting?
The question every audience member had.
Yeah.
He's a school doctor. Don't worry about it. I really liked this. That Paul is. We're seeing he studied. We're seeing that he speaks multiple languages.
Yeah.
I also loved how they decided to do that. Like, it reminds me of Sherlock Holmes with Benedict Cumberbatch, where as he's texting, you see the text happening on the screen.
Yeah.
The battle language. Yeah, so good.
It's so good. Because there is a very awkward way to handle that, but I think that's a very clean, just subtitles on screen, hand signals.
Yeah. You think that door is too small?
How do you fit a bookshelf through that?
What a hat. What a hat.
Dude, this is my dream room. Like, not to turn this into like a episode about my ideal home, but I want this library.
it's so good.
Yo,
It's so good.
how dare you? I love that they kept some of his arrogance too. He's the son of a duke. Hello.
Yo, what up? That's our podcast. Look at it.
Listen on Apple Podcasts and Spotify and wherever you get your podcasts. We need to get a cameo of Charlotte Rampling saying, listen to Kamjabar on your favorite podcast platform.
What's in the box? They're grapes, but they feel like eyeballs.
Fear is not a factor for you.
There's a cut chapter from Dune that didn't make it to the final version of the book, but Moheim highlights the fact that this is also a test for Jessica, where Jessica, standing outside of the door, knowing that her son might die, is another level of the human test. And honestly, for a chapter that's not even in Dune, but was written by Frank Herbert, Villeneuve captured that. How? How did he know?
Right. Yes. I was going to say, you don't really actually get that sense of her perspective in the book at all, because you're just with Paul and Moheim. Oh, so
Timothée
good.
Chalamet is doing so much work, and it's amazing. Someone's looking like the Kwisatz Haderach.
Yo, when the Kwisatz Haderach beat drops, y'all know you fucked up.
Oh my God, is that Neo from The Matrix?
The way he looks up and holds her gaze. Goosebumps again in the theater when I was watching this.
Yeah. Begs the question, is that pain box voice activated, or did she push a button?
Well, we know Siri's not in there because that shit would not have worked. She would have been like, enough.
Here's what I found for enough.
Here's what I found for enough.
I'm sorry, I'm having trouble connecting.
Oh my God.
What a great line.
Like a top 3 line in this movie. You have more than one birthright, boy.
He was pretty. Seems like a good actor. Is dating Spider-Man.
I loved this change from the book.
Yeah, same.
Because not exactly tells the moviegoer that the prescient visions are not to be trusted. In the book, he says, yeah, I basically do see things exactly as they happen. And that's such a minor change, but I think it means so much for show and tell, like you were saying.
Right.
Denny is telling the moviegoer who hasn't read the book to not trust any vision they see in this movie.
Dude, the reflections on the ground of the glow globe are blowing my mind. That line's funny too.
Yeah, this isn't like a Transformers level visual effects movie, but all of it is so incredible and so subtle.
Look at the ring wraiths in the background.
And 9 rings were promised to men.
Does it have to be so bright inside of your spaceship also?
I loved the little nod there to the Missionaria Protectiva.
Yeah.
We've laid a path for you. That seems a little too foggy for takeoff. Is that safe? What they just did? Recommend waiting for clearer skies. Damn.
Hey, this is your captain speaking. We've got some terrible visibility, but we're going to take off anyway because we're the just right.
We're keeping it just real.
It's going to turn out in part 2 that this whole time we've been watching Keanu Reeves. How good he is.
He can really embody the role of Timothée Chalamet embodying the role of Paul Atreides.
This is such a good explanation of the
Right.
Cataract.
You and I have spent literal hours talking about the lore of Dune, and Denny explains it here in like 3 minutes.
Even just that one sentence. A mind powerful enough to bridge space and time.
Okay, I'm gonna say Wet Timmy is maybe Hottest Timmy.
Okay.
Right? He's like a little damp here. He's like a little damp.
I like my Timmy damp. Is that what you're saying?
Look at him.
I think Hottest Timmy is Timmy in the light with the hunter seeker Timmy.
Ooh, okay.
Prepared to act, beautiful eyes. Maybe. I don't know. We'll assess. At the end, we'll figure out when everybody looked their best.
I saw a post online about this scene, actually, where someone was asking why the Atreides parked their ships underwater.
Yeah. All of the above water parking spots were taken. Right. So we had to, yeah.
Look, parking, tough in New York, tough on Caladan.
What really sucks is you have to swim down to it.
Yeah. I cannot get that question out of my head now. Now I'm trying to think logistics of why those are parked underwater. I guess there's tunnels. There's like a Lincoln tunnel that leads to one of the ships.
Yeah. It has just as much traffic as the Lincoln Tunnel. Maybe it makes it harder for them to be vandalized, attacked. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good point. Hey, Paul Atreides binary sunset moment.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Look at those tiny ships.
What are those ships for? Bacteria? I'm trying to think something is smaller than ants.
Smaller than ants? There's nothing smaller. There's the smallest animal. Subtle in the background, that giant gaping maw. God.
Oh my God. The scale.
The scale of this movie is unbelievable. There's Landville.
Oh, I love that. The holding of the hand.
Look at that tiny German book.
Tiny, tiny German book.
That took hours of research.
Some of our listeners helped us translate that tiny book.
It's so obscure.
Shouts to our amazing listeners. That's crazy.
Cannot believe it. Oh, great shot. So I was as surprised as most people by the bagpipe.
Yeah.
But we have a listener who's telling us they're an instrument that's used a lot in the area of Morocco, right?
Oh,
Wasn't
that's
that what
very
Yaz
cool.
was saying?
Yeah, I believe so. That shawl is just so impractical.
It's also a bad hug. Gonna say it. I'm
Not the same hug
dissatisfied.
he gave Duncan.
No.
Look, it's clear Paul has his favorites. There's no shame in that.
A few rough spots being like hunter seekers and traitor plots and also there was a woman like carrying her drapery earlier. Where'd that
Yeah.
person go? They're not doing their job.
She's not going to have a job much longer. Oh, she's like 4 steps too back now.
Jessica walks
Jessica's
fast,
big,
to be
beautiful
fair.
shawl is getting... True.
Jessica's from New York. She walks really fast.
Yes. Oh my gosh. You either keep up or you fall behind. Oh, wait, now is she holding it? Is she holding? She's
she
back
is.
to holding it now.
There she is. Also, ornithopter design, unbelievably cool.
Unbelievable.
The ship. Are they honking the horn?
Yes, right? That's the impression there.
Yeah. That's like a truck driver on the freeway.
Dude, the ornithopter design could not be more perfect.
It's so good.
Mechanical, looks like a dragonfly. You can even imagine there's a heart mollusk in that hull there.
300 pounds. Sign number 1, he's hot. Sign number 2.
I love that. I love that call it. I love that Paul is questioning it. Yeah, the cynicism.
Very well sets up.
I will say this is like a tiny nitpick that doesn't even matter, but I don't like the weird ear transmitter thing.
I think it answers a question that we didn't really get in the book, which is how any of it works. Like,
yeah,
the fact that, Duke Leto gets out of bed, and it's a scene we're going to see a little bit later, but, he puts his finger and he asks for security. Yeah, it would make sense that the Duke of a great house has a way to call people.
right.
That isn't a fucking bat.
So this is not the shield wall, right? There was some debate in our conversation.
Yeah. My
That's
understanding
just
is,
the edge of the city.
yeah, I think that's an editing room thing.
And the shield wall was in the previous shot where we crossed over the mountainous
Right.
region.
Because there is sand that you can walk safely in. Not all sand is worm sand.
Yeah.
And the shield wall is what makes that distinction.
Right. That brutalist architecture. I will say the one bummer about this movie that stood out to me was we didn't get to see a lot of Arrakeen.
Yeah, it's true.
This is basically our only shot of Arrakeen before it gets blown up later. And the small one's called Muad'Dib.
It's true. Apparently there was a cutscene that took place in an Arrakeen market that had some like tents and stuff.
Oh, I would have loved that.
Yeah.
Just to see more of the city, you know?
Apparently you can very quickly glimpse it when Duncan Idaho's flying out of the city. And the laser's chasing him, you know.
Yeah.
You personally run back and forth. Is that the only thing they say about all of Arrakis? You have one thing they say and it's about showering? This is a brutal hiring process. Can you imagine?
Oh my gosh. Can you imagine going to a job interview and this is what you're face down with?
Wait for 4 hours. You finally get into the room. She asks one question.
Oh my God.
The rest of you are fucking fired. Get the fuck out.
Jenny back there's like, what the fuck?
This sucks.
Yo, Jumpy Janice in the background.
Jumpy Janice.
Hand off the sword, Janice. Now's not the time.
This scene is so impossible to adapt.
Yeah. They did the best they could with this scene, but it just does not live up to the book.
Fun fact, the book is great. Also so strange that they don't do the bloodletting thing. I know that they just have to keep it moving, but she puts the fucking thing away, the crysknife away without...
Janice, yo, I'm giving you hand signals.
Steps forward. Yeah, what are you doing? Put blood on it. Cut yourself.
Can't
Whatever.
put a crysknife away without releasing some blood. Okay. Oh, another tiny book. We didn't translate that one.
I know. I had that thought on my third viewing. It's okay. I will. I promise.
Man, the blue in Blue Eyes is so good.
Yeah. It's so different from the book because the book describes this kind of inky blackness almost because there's no white. And
right.
Of course, you just imagine it very extreme. And I don't know. It's very, I just
cool. Think on camera in live action, it would look too inhuman.
Yeah. But can you imagine Timothée Chalamet looking up after a couple years in the desert?
Oh my God.
So badass.
Shivers.
I'm the date palm man.
I loved, maybe this is me reading too much into it, but the fact that he says these are not indigenous plants and they couldn't survive here without me makes me also think like it's a reference to the Atreides.
Oh,
Like
totally.
they are not
Yes.
an indigenous people. They could not survive without the Fremen. And we wouldn't want to remove them because they're part of an old dream, right? They're part of the legacy of the Missionary Protectiva, the Lisan al Gaib.
Right. No, that's a great point.
That's me reading like probably 3 layers too deep into that one line, but it fits, okay?
No, I think it's there. I think it's all there. Paul is part of a very old dream.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. The fish on his bed back there. What is
The
that called?
headboard is dope.
The headboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, IKEA. Give us that headboard.
Yo.
Terrifying. So, by the way, hunter seekers use miniature Holtzman fields to float. And it's the
That's right.
distortion around the Holtzman field that makes it hard to see when you're piloting it. And I've seen people critique this scene saying, oh, it's crazy that he can't see Paul. You know, can see a door opening, but can't see the dude literally 3 inches in front of him. But
Right.
there's cool.
There's a lower explanation for it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Might be one of my votes for hottest Timothy.
Hottest Timmy. Okay. I think that's a good vote. Man, I'm really queasy about eye stuff. I'm going to look away for a second here.
Okay.
When it goes right up to his eye, it's like, oh, God.
It is.
Yo. Sweaty
Oh, man.
beard.
Oh, he's so sweaty. Oh, heck.
He's so sweaty. That dude has been chilling in the walls for 6 weeks. Oh my God.
Oh, my God.
I don't give a damn about your honor. Oscar Isaac, stop.
You want absolution? Go catch some spies. Okay. The Thing.
The Thing. There are so many theories about this online.
There were concept illustrations that surfaced recently.
Oh.
Also, IKEA, you going to offer The Thing? IKEA, come on.
We're
Give us
giving
a
you
spider
gold,
creature.
IKEA.
Yeah. Glow globes, headboards, spider creatures. Cone of silence. So cool. Very elegant exposition there.
Yeah.
You would think they would want to keep Plato just in case Paul dies, right?
Yeah, that was my thought there too. He's not totally meaningless. His Atreides genes are valuable to an extent.
Because in the book, she never says that. She just says he is stuck in this trap that it has no escape.
Yeah. Man, the Cone of Silence, so elegant.
Yeah, polka dot man. The framing here. Oh, so predatory.
Yeah. Oh my God.
My Dune. Oh, so
Chills. Yo, that guy on the left did not think that was a funny joke.
that
Didn't
joke
even crack a
sucked.
smile.
There's Landville again. Sitting left hand to the Duke. They waited a long time for this answer.
Yeah.
How bad is it? Come with me. 26 minutes later.
Yeah, let's walk across this giant field.
And yeah, that little parasol was a accident almost.
Yeah. Just a little decision they made in the moment on set.
So good. Love it. What is it? I love that deeply.
Yeah.
I love it. God, Gurney Halleck. What a great character. Josh Brolin's bringing him to life. It's great.
Yeah. I remember when the trailers first came out and there were a couple of funny moments. People were worried that this film would lean too hard into like the MCU quips.
Right.
And crack too many jokes.
It did
but
not.
I think they struck a perfect balance. It did not.
Yeah.
There's enough jokes in here that there's levity. There's moments of levity and laughter, but it doesn't get MCU level of every other line is a snarky quip of some sort. That's a hug right there.
That's a hug. Doofier's crying. Openly weeping.
Opening a second parasol.
This is my parasol of mourning. Again, a baffling estimate.
Right. What? Did you count them? Where are you getting that number from?
They fuck like demons.
Yeah, that look did not tell me fight. That look he gave there was
I had to
they
fuck that
like
man
demons.
into submission. Duncan Idaho and Jason Momoa. Jason Momoa is just such a perfect Duncan Idaho. Like,
yes, fully agreed. I honestly can't even imagine anyone else now.
Yeah.
As Duncan Idaho.
What, Charlie Day?
That's
no,
swagger.
You can't imagine Charlie Day as Duncan Idaho.
Charlie Day.
Javier Bardem. What is Thufir doing? He's like, back up, sir.
Amazing. Oh my God.
Oh, Landville in the background. God, he's everywhere.
He's everywhere.
Okay, ally.
Stilgar with the real talk only.
Oh, they end up best friends.
Yeah. I still don't get that line. I've rewatched this movie like 5 times.
Yeah. And it's funny too because later, I don't like him. Because later, when Stilgar finds Jessica and Paul, it takes him a full few minutes to identify Timothy Chalamet as Paul. He's like,
Yeah.
wait a second. I think I might recognize this kid. Amazing. Landville took it. Landville. This is going to be a Landville cam.
Yeah, for real. This episode is just a Landville fan cam.
He's great.
Let's go. Spice Harvester scene.
And again, this is the scene that I saw the preview of.
Whoa. Did
Before
you
the movie.
just see what that subtitle said?
No, what did it say?
The man on the radio was giving the weather and said,
Oh.
today it will be a high of 140 degrees. Fahrenheit, presumably.
140 degrees. That's very warm. What have you meant Celsius? No, that's Fahrenheit.
Oof.
It is a little strange that Kynes wouldn't be more up on like Great House Protocol, considering
Right. I mean, she's
Kynes
an
was from,
imperial planetologist.
but like rolls up to a Duke like that.
Yeah.
But whatever.
They did mention in a previous scene that she's been here for 20 years.
Yeah.
So maybe she
quickly
has
you
lost
forget.
some of that royal court grace.
That's a great point. Yeah. Good Lord, you're attractive. YouTube.
It seemed the right way.
There they are. No, that's normal sand. Terrible flavor. Doesn't taste like cinnamon at all. It's rough. It's coarse. Look, got
It gets
everywhere.
everywhere.
Yeah. Thanks, Kearney. We had forgotten why we were here, but oh man, this reveal, like this, and then the ornithopters come into view, right?
I think so. The Spice Harvester looks so good.
Yeah. Oh gosh, what a great long shot.
And again, that sense of scale.
Yeah.
That Spice Harvester is huge.
When they sense dope desert beats. By sick beats. This is so funny to me. It's actually a desert hawk. Easily confused between the two. I've played a little bit of the like 2000 Dune RTS game,
Yeah.
and the trail of treads from the spice harvester looks exactly like in the game, which is
Ooh.
probably not intentional. It's just kind of people making the same decision about how something might look, but kind of fun.
Yeah.
Interesting choice to like have it appear at all.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
I wonder if that was a choice just to explain what a carryall is. Because no one has explained what a carryall is. So they're like, okay, it's the thing that comes in and carries them all away.
Right.
And also a little bit of extra drama here, right? Like you see that one leg not work correctly. That last clamp there. Ooh.
Yeah. Like look at these voice actors earning that bag.
Yes. Oh my God. Fuck. We'll find a way. The confidence, the dive, the music.
The silence as he plummets. So good.
Yeah.
Again, that was a moment that I held off on telling you about for months.
Right.
Immediately ignores that request. Paul's like, fully out of the thopter. Got it. 600 feet from the thopter. Gotcha.
Walking with rhythm. What an
Ew.
amateur.
Can you imagine? So chuggy.
So chooky.
The spotter crafts are so interesting to me.
Yeah. I like their globe design. They look like little baby Spacing Guild ships from earlier in the movie.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes. I am trembling.
I'm trembling like
Damn the
that sand.
spice.
Oh, I love this. The sweeping sand. The sound design of this movie is fucking incredible.
It's incredible, yeah. When his vision activates and the music cuts out, the world around him cuts out, it's so fucking good. And seeing the spice in the air, like making it clear to us that this is like a spice overdose triggering his vision.
Okay, so he's seeing Chani. Okay, she stabbed him.
Gollum telling him about
Gollum.
the Kwisatz Haderach.
Cameo. Yeah. Cameo from Gollum from Lord of the Rings. Damn it, Paul.
Love that line. Is he talking to the worm? Is he talking to Gurney?
Old man of the desert. This is going to be a miserable shoot. So hot.
So hot. So much sand. I bet it got everywhere.
God, I bet it's rough and coarse. What an incredible shot.
My God. What does Spice Harvester taste like? Doritos?
It's Cool Ranch. It's a Cool Ranch harvester. A lot of calories, though.
Yeah.
Here's the question. Is that the last time that he speaks to his son?
That would be so sad if it was.
Certainly seems colder than the I like this Duke, but
Yeah.
rereading that chapter again, everything that Kynes actually says out loud is pretty cold.
Yeah. It's the internal thoughts where Kynes is warming up to Duke Leto.
Yeah. And Kynes gives water to his death in this movie, which is nuts.
In this movie, yeah.
So the Yui Jessica scene that was cut, probably happened just before this or just after this.
Yeah.
Yeah, returning to these shots and showing us his perspective is just so incredible.
Right. Because it doesn't break the pacing of the action sequence in the last scene.
Right.
And it gives us some mystery around what he saw.
God,
And
Zendaya
also the
really
clearest visions we've seen yet.
She's just so beautiful. And we get to see how disorienting it is.
Yeah, like he's standing there looking up, but what he's seeing is the vision. Which means he's standing in the desert, pretending to kiss someone who's in there.
What are you doing, my boy?
Oh, you should talk to your dad about this. I'm not qualified.
And yeah,
The
visions
stabbing.
of Johnny killing him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you're bleeding to death, but tell me about the sexual thrill. Oh, that shot. I hope we get something along these lines.
Yeah, wow.
It's incredible.
A glimpse at Reverend Mother, Jessica.
Reverend Mother Sayadina. Alia! Baby Alia.
I didn't think we would get Alia in this movie.
No, not at all.
Even if it is just a baby. He hasn't really had time to decorate his room yet. It's one table and a bed.
Boom, bow, you. Yo, this DJ, fucking awesome.
Have you seen the 10-hour cut of this on YouTube?
Have you watched the dance version of this yet?
Oh no, you
Oh
sent
my
it to me
God.
and I didn't. Oh my God, I have to.
It's so much better than it has any right to be.
Oh
This
God,
is
this is so disgusting.
how I'm going to be showering from now on.
Upside down. I love Piter's dorky rain jacket. It's not even protecting his face. What is that protecting?
Does the DJ do children's parties? That's the question. I wonder what that guy's tattoo says. The like face tattoo.
Live, laugh, love.
Stewart. You're like, who's Stewart? He's like, first boyfriend. Don't worry about it. It's a bad choice to. Is that door too thick? Too thin? Look at these headboards. Good Lord. Is that a headboard? No, it's just a wall. A beautiful wall.
Some craftsman spent days on that wall for that to be blurry in the background in this shot for 2 minutes. Incredible. No, the set design of this film is so good. It's a little minimalist.
Yeah.
But I think it fits. I've seen some complaints that it's too minimalist, but I think it fits the aesthetic. And that's totally Denny's style. It's what Blade Runner looks like too.
Oof. Oscar Isaac. You're so good. Jessica, answer the question.
Answer it. You didn't say yes or no.
Suspicious as fuck, Jessica. Come on.
Classy Benny Gesserit deflection. Oh, heartbreaking. I love the cut to the bull that ended
The old Duke.
Leto's father's life
Yeah.
in the scene where Leto is about to lose his life.
Yeah. Dr. Yui's hesitation in the doorway, knowing this is the last night he's going to see Paul.
Yeah. So good.
Does look great to just be like, what, face massaged into being asleep.
Yeah. No, I will say that's how my mom used to put me to sleep when I was a kid.
Really?
She would like rub my forehead. It's the fastest way to make me fall asleep to this day.
I will keep that in mind.
There you go, Gom Jabbar listeners. Now you know my weakness. That's my Achilles heel. Rub my forehead.
We'll do a fan meet and greet where everybody gets to rub Abu's forehead. Very against COVID protocol, but it is relaxing.
And the subtitle there says shields powering down. I wonder if people know what's happening in that scene without the subtitles.
119% no. Guaranteed. People would probably think it's like power or,
Right,
some other thing. Because then the lights
I guess
turn
the
off.
end result is the same.
Yeah. And they say it out loud later, so. Who's soft grunting over there? So in the book, he doesn't get his shield on in time. And I love that he does here.
Yeah, I think it's more realistic that way.
But also, we don't see Esmar Tuick. Terrifying.
The dart slowly penetrating the shield. Amazing. Balisette in the corner.
Balisette. Oh, was that Landville again?
Was that Landville? Our guy? Maybe it was.
Yeah, that's a tough look.
What are those floodlights doing? It's so foggy.
I know.
Yo.
The explosion inside the shield.
Maybe the coolest
Incredible.
visual effect in the whole movie.
Yeah.
All right, this is where I have to turn my movie audio down. Things get loud. Yo, the way the explosions ripple through the shield like that, so cool. They could not have handled shields in a better way, I think.
It does seem like a tactical mistake to not have more like military ornithopters. All of their ships are so big.
Yeah. Well, I think those weren't the military ships. Those were the transport ships from earlier.
Oh, and maybe even there are like ornithopters and stuff inside, maybe.
Yeah.
These two poor Harkonnens. We're going to go on ahead. All right. I think that's Gurney Halleck, but good luck, guys.
The bagpipe.
Although, where's the pug? Seriously,
Where is the
pug?
battle pug? This would have been the ideal moment to have a pug, as the 1984 film proved.
It looks a little bit, these look like the ship from Watchmen, like the owl ship.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah. Watchmen is so good.
You're stuck in here with me. I also grunt as I go downstairs.
But that is just because you're 30.
Yeah, it takes a lot of effort. Bad knees. It's really the problem. The Sardaukar.
The way they drop down. Very cool. Man, absolutely wiped.
I'm trying to like
his Nintendo DS?
yeah.
My lord, I need you to catch Arceus for me.
Fox only. No items. Final destination. That is a tough line.
Yeah.
Throughout these fights, I'm going to be very attentive to the like sword shield mechanics, you know?
Yeah.
And that last little like battle on the stairs, of course, just kind of looks like normal swordplay. But I guess I just have to keep reminding myself that there are different degrees of shields. Like shields can be less powerful, so maybe just a strong enough blow will take you out in spite of one.
Right. That's true.
Oh, this is rough too.
Oh,
This is the price of following a charismatic leader, right?
that's true.
Look at that sexy silhouette. This actually might be
Oh,
hottest
man.
Duncan. Loose shirt, ready to kill.
That's true. Double blade.
Double blade.
Yo.
uh,
So anime.
so anime.
So anime.
Suspensor jump.
Suspensor jump. So great.
Paul is like, this is not how I expected to wake up. Yeah, what is that? That single light, like, blast? Maybe it's just a flare? Like
I
a
don't know.
signal?
Oh my God. That
Incredible.
bombardment.
Yeah.
Horrifying stuff. Hey, the first image we ever got of the Dune movie.
These three guys on a smoke break. Yeah, things are going pretty well. Like, oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck. It's Duncan, Idaho.
I would also give him the ship. Just back away. Let him take the
It's
ship.
just not worth it.
It's not
It's
worth
not
it.
worth it.
He said to hell dogs with such confidence. I also love this. Just quickly destroys like 6 ships. He's like, okay, now I guess I'll escape.
Giant laser gun from the Star Destroyer.
Okay, so apparently this is the area that was the like bazaar, like the tents and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe he just flew over it, something like that.
Man, I would have loved to see that.
I know. Maybe one day. Oh, there.
Oh, that looks like a bizarre area for sure.
Yeah. I love this. The dive through the... It's just so great. We get to see, oh my God, the Baron floating over everybody.
That's so ominous.
Is that a bag of diamonds? But also, Jessica, what do you want him to do?
Right, what's the option?
Also, Paul, you fucked up again. You didn't say it to him. You said it to the wall. Same mistake as the breakfast scene.
I will say, first time watching that, I thought it worked on the first try. Which is silly because I've read the book. I know it doesn't.
You were baited by...
Nice. Well done, Paul.
Also, props to Jessica's biting strength. Through her
Yeah,
glove
for
and
real.
everything, huh?
Through that thick glove. She's got plenty of practice with Duke Leto, you know?
Oh my God. Spicy. Is this a spice patch? Because that's spicy.
Yo, I want a Fremkit backpack.
Come on, IKEA.
I don't know why that isn't merch yet from IKEA. Full of meatballs.
The only thing.
Ooh,
Oof. Oh my God. What
so
a
good.
shot. So I think they're still on one side of the shield wall right now. Like I think they're
Yeah.
still on the same side of the shield wall as Arakeen at this moment.
Okay. Yeah,
Although,
it's hard to suss out their location right now.
because they're not worried about worms at the moment. The other side of it is the Harkonnen said, let's toss him out. I guess they were just going to let him die in the desert, but they said feed him to the worms, but then they're not far out enough to have worms. So maybe just the Harkonnen people are dumb.
They didn't strike me as the most intelligent bunch.
No. Okay. Hottest Duke Leto?
Yeah.
No, something about his posture in this and his inability to move is just so upsetting.
Yeah. Yeah, it's actually really uncomfortable. Like, oof. And that chair that he's sitting on, that is not an ergonomic chair.
No, 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 no. Dispenser lamps. You have a wonderful kitchen, cousin. What a line. For anybody watching along, I said that early, not to throw you off. I just like that line.
It's like you've seen this movie and know all the lines.
There's a few lines I know by heart. So good. Oh, I need a freeze frame on that. Never mind.
Well, we got to translate that language, letter by letter. We
What
got
does
to
it
like
look like?
Rosetta Stone it. Yeah. Oh, just his posture there, so uncomfortable.
It almost looks like Indonesian. We'll see. I love the idea that he's playing forgetful. Like, oh, what was I supposed to do?
Yeah. He is not a dumb person. He
But then he
knows
makes,
exactly.
yeah, exactly. He makes clear. He's like, I told you this, and then I told you that. No shield up or anything. To be clear, lifted him off the ground by his head and cut his head off. He's holding
Right.
Yui's head. That's
Oh my
nuts.
God.
Insane. Thousands of years, but all right. Not to like fact check you, but
The tear.
the tear. The jewel activated shield.
What a flex. The way these two scenes are intercut. The way these two scenes are intercut like this is so good and so effective.
Yeah, no kidding.
Fighter.
I just remember in the book Paul struggling with like, why can't I cry knowing that my father's dead? Like, why don't I feel that sorrow? You know?
Yeah. He was too deep in his visions at that moment.
Or I think also he was like, there was something about the mentat awareness kicking in that he was.
Right. He was trying to logic through his trauma instead of feeling his feelings.
Gotta feel your feelings, bro.
Ain't
Man, that
that
is
the
a
truth?
bumpier ship than I remember.
Yeah. Ew. It's like a gross little ship.
God, that ornithopter fucks. I can tell by how it's flown.
Oh, damn. Look at that landing.
Landing
They can
gears
land on me.
engage. Land on me. Also, Duncan, who's kind of quote unquote gone native, would appreciate the fact that Kynes is giving water to the dead, you know?
Yeah.
Look at these Among Us. Among Us characters.
I see the imposter. Yo.
Would be surprising, no doubt. What do we do?
How do we get him down?
Go get the ladder. I think that's a 45-minute sequence we need. It's just them
I agree.
with a long stick.
That's the deleted scene we deserve. How they got the Baron down.
The ladder's too short. Get the stick again. So
The
bracing, too.
clearest divisions yet.
I know. And it's so bright compared to the dark tent.
Yeah.
Like, I remember in the theater, like, squinting because it was so shocking. It's like, hey, look at this jihad. The Fremen emerging from the sand.
From the
Oh
sand.
my
Oh my
God.
god.
Look at these stuntmen. Amazing. This choreography is so cool.
This is what we need to see in part 2 in the final assault.
Yeah.
Against Shaddam. You know?
And even just
this
the
kind
personal
of scale and choreography.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 100%. Oh, I forgot to look for the dude who teabags the other guy's face. This guy who like full jumps and catches a guy's head between his legs. But
yeah. I remember seeing a gif of that.
Yeah, it's so good. The subtitles are so helpful during this scene. Good Lord. That's so much blood. Also common misconception, not Caladan. Looks a lot like it.
Oh, really?
That's my understanding. It's a different planet during the jihad.
That makes sense.
Because we know they visit a bunch of ocean places, and we don't see any defining characteristics of Caladan other than there is water, but...
Right. Oh my god. The fact that he uses the voice on her, the acting here.
Her acting in this moment is some of the best.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. It's one of those
Amazing.
scenes where when I'm not actively recording a podcast, I cry every time.
Yeah, totally.
And he wears the ring like his dad said he could. It's your Tamagotchi. You haven't fed it in fucking days.
It's gonna die, dude. Oh my god. I had like a Digivice. I don't know if you ever had those, but it was
The
just
little
like a
brick ones,
Digimon
the square
Tamagotchi.
brick one.
I had like the diamond shaped one from season 2.
Oh, wow, look at you,
So good. Yeah, I
child.
know.
Back in my day, they were bricks, and we liked them. Oh, this visual effect,
So good.
amazing.
It was always hard for me to imagine what a sand compactor did exactly,
Yeah.
but now it just seems so obvious. Like, oh yeah, of course.
Wadib. Hip hip.
Oh, look at him.
IKEA, make it. Make it for us.
The little detail of how they collect water in the desert. Jeez.
They make their own water. They're so good. Also, Jason Concepcion's pick for center on his basketball team. That
Effective,
episode was
I'd
fun.
say. Yeah.
Wadif the animal. Oh my God, that ornithopter fucks.
There's only one man that could be behind the steering wheel.
Would have been a good time, just gonna say it, for Paul's eyes to roll back. Just for a
Yeah.
flash, just for a second.
Just a little bit of Mentat computation.
I also love that Duncan is addressing them as people first, and then once he knows they're on the same page, he goes to his formalities in his honor.
That's good. I hadn't picked up on that. He is their friend, first and foremost.
Because of those dumb outfits they wear. And they're always beatboxing and throat singing. I also love that we get to see this. The Fremen, like, hiding their ornithopter they got.
Yeah. The tarp that matches the sand color around it. And also prepping for the Coriolis storm that's coming.
Yeah. God, we're going to get to spend so much time with Fremen next movie.
I can't wait. I need to see more of the siege culture.
Give us hurrah.
For
Give us more
real.
time with Stilgar.
Ugh. I love the way this set design is done for the ecological testing station.
Yeah.
I think I said it in one of our discussions, but reading the book in my mind, this was like one room and it was really tiny. So the scale of it all here awed me watching the movie.
Yeah, I had a hard time picturing it, but I like this room that Duncan's in. It's closer to kind of what I was, kind of like a laboratory with testing things. But that room, oh my God.
This room right here. I think that room with the plants is also a nod to the weirding room, since we don't get that in this movie.
Right. Yeah, you want some coffee?
No thanks, bro. I don't drink coffee anymore. I'm trying to.
I'm whipping up a fresh pot.
I'm cutting back. This one's all yours.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Snakes.
Do you want milk? There was milk?
Oh, no. And I'm hot.
Ooh, I love that little careful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't lean too hard into the legend. A virulent Fremen warrior.
Who fucked like a demon. Yeah, who's got the milk?
Jesus.
God, that's so good.
That subtle shadow. I missed that on the first couple of watches. Ah, and the way everything goes dead silent. Holy shit.
I thought in the theater, I was like, oh, they're having an audio problem.
Could you imagine?
Okay, I also did not appreciate how many Sardaukar there are. There are quite a few. Because I was thinking, like, okay, the Fremen get a jump on them here, right?
Yeah.
And they take out a few. How did the Fremen not win this fight? But there really are like 50 Sardaukar.
Right. I think it's just a numbers game at that point.
Yeah.
There's your beetle. Your Benny Tlaylax beetle.
Listen. It's there. Also, shout out to Jason Momoa's physical acting here. He goes, oh, maybe I'm hyping it up too much. I feel like there's a moment where you can see him ready himself for fighting. So he takes the glove off. He's kind of sauntering. Maybe it's when he takes the cape off.
Right there. When he takes that cape off.
The power in his shoulders as he's moving forward. He kind of like hunches down a bit.
The salute. Wait, you're telling me that door locks from the outside without a way out?
When you're Duncan, Idaho, it does. 3 Sardaukar killed, 4 Sardaukar, 5.
Yeah.
I like how messy that fight is too. Like, yeah, like he goes to the ground.
Yeah. Oh, I lost count. I was up to, I think, 8 or 9 Sardaukar.
We can count the bodies later. God, this moment. First of all, that laser is so scary because you can barely
Yeah.
see it, but it's cutting through
Yeah.
rock. It like,
Oh my God. Duncan motherfucking Idaho.
Sardaukar, we're like, okay, we were not prepared for this.
My guy is still going.
And then they don't even land a killing blow on him. He just runs out
He
of
just
like,
gets tired. Yeah. That's such a good point.
his Duncan
I love the
power
way this
boost.
hallway is lit with these
Oh, it's
little
so good.
light holes cut in the ceiling.
Yeah, it's so good.
And the way we see the dust flying in the
I wonder how much they had to do for that. Like, do you think the specs in the light are CG or like VFX?
That's a good question.
Or if it just looks that good?
I don't know. Those dust specks kind of shuffled when he ran through it in that shot.
That's true. Okay, I'll also go out, say it. Kynes dying, one of my least favorite moments.
Yeah. I think I agree with you on that.
Aw, I like this. This ornithopter's so cute.
Right. It's like a little yellow bumblebee.
It's the Volkswagen model. I also love the repeated shots of the blackness. Like they're just so focused on whether or not they're being pursued.
Yeah. Man, I will never get over the ornithopter design. It's so perfect.
Just wait till we have video games, dude. Like just wait until you can like control a character into an ornithopter and take off. It's going to be so much fun. Or VR. Open desert. I cannot believe Kynes would set up a thumper, position themselves for the worm ride, and get snuck up on by Sardaukar. It's nuts.
Yeah. For a moment here, when those maker hooks came out, I thought we were going to see worm riding.
Yeah. Earlier than we do, right?
Yeah. Oh, and the way water spurts out from her suit rather than
He stabbed
blood.
my Capri Sun.
Saved by my Capri Sun, it took the bullet.
God, I should have had a Bible or like a medallion from a lover or something.
Right. Nope, just my trusty Capri Sun.
Capri Sun,
Strawberry
my
kiwi
Jack.
flavor.
The best flavor, yeah. The worm was like, okay, with the double beat? Yeah, I can get with that.
Meat's back on the menu, boys.
Taken by her god.
Who doesn't love a high-speed chase?
Oh my gosh. So good. With just the wall of death approaching.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, right into the storm, baby.
That's me when my friends are driving sometimes. I've like gripped the like, no, I trust you. I trust that we're gonna get out of this okay. I'm just gonna hold on. Just to be sure.
Just a precaution. Also, I'm gonna need you to dodge the homing missiles behind us.
Also, if you see McDonald's,
I would love to crush some McNuggets.
some McSligs, if you have them. Small black coffee, 2 McSligs for me, please. Interesting that Dune 2, like the Dune 2 promo picture is that screen.
Yeah.
The sort of corona, that sun, the crown. Which is a Bene Gesserit axiom, right?
Right. Delivered by Jameis.
And then that is a mentat. That is a mentat teaching.
Right. An interesting way to deliver that. At first, I remember on the first and second viewing, I didn't quite know what to think of that scene with Jameis and those visions.
Right.
But I think I've come around to it. I like it.
I like it. I think it's cool.
What is that?
I don't know, but IKEA, come on. I'm waiting. Palm synth instrument. Ooh,
Mud bath.
Olive oil. Ugh. It's gross.
Oh, that's see-through. I did not know her robes were see-through. I never looked closely at that before.
Is that a butt?
We got ass and Dune? 12 out of 10 movie.
15 out of 10.
Can he hear, though? Is he not submerged in olive oil right now?
Baron comes up. What? I couldn't
glug,
hear
glug,
you.
glug, glug. What?
Say everything again. I couldn't hear you. Oh, Economics 101. What a great line.
Yeah. We had a listener email us telling us how much she loved that one line. She's an economics major and loved how the movie took into consideration the market price of spice.
Yeah. That actually, you know what? On second viewing, that last little shot of the oily black liquid,
Yeah.
Isn't there a shot from the David Lynch movie that's a lot like that? Like
I don't
bubbles or
remember.
like we need to rewatch that soon, but
We
the
do.
I remember it was in one of those like psychedelic dream sequences. I feel like there's a during Paul's visions. I feel like there's something like that. I don't know. I'll check. I'll check later.
Yeah. And maybe it's time for a 1984 rewatch.
Yeah, we have to.
Ooh, this is the first time I'm listening to the movie on my like nice editing like studio headphones.
Mm.
I really appreciate the sound design.
Yeah.
I mean, I know we've been raving about it, but just the subtle way the sound of the ornithopter goes from left to right, the simple pan as
Yeah.
it travels across the screen. And I'm starting to pick up on sounds I didn't realize were there just watching
Yeah.
it on my TV.
The creaking on the metal and stuff is also pretty beautiful. Oh, God, so pretty.
Oh, that wing.
Falling with style. The silence. The absolute silence as he notices.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I was thinking 100% they'd be dead, but they did a great job of selling. Okay, so the crash, sure. I mean, I guess that's what plug glass is or whatever it's called.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's some durable glass there to take a direct hit like that.
Yeah. Listen, we're 30,000 years in the future. Figured out some pretty good materials. Also, we don't see the worm eat that one.
Cool slide, bro.
Everyone's favorite feeling, getting naked and changing in front of your mother. I also know there have been some like weird takes about like Jessica and Paul in this scene, but I think someone said the phrase leaving their life behind. Maybe it was you. Like,
Yeah.
this is them literally shedding the clothes and the garb of their previous lives and kind of stepping into this new.
Right. Putting on the still suit of the desert.
Look how lost she looks too. Like Paul's expertise and knowledge about all of this
Yeah.
is very subtly unnerving her. Hey Abu, is that a worm or
Is that a word?
is that a worm?
I think it's a desert eagle.
Oh, it's a desert eagle. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about this.
I keep getting that wrong. Worms are the ones that are really they fly. They fly really high up and they eat Muad'Dib.
Eat Muad'Dib. No, protect Muad'Dib at all costs. I don't want to see that little mouse hurt.
So cute.
I will say, I'm no
Yeah.
movie editor, but this cut right here, where we see Jason Momoa again, confused me in the movie theater and has confused almost everyone I've watched the movie with.
Yeah.
Everyone I watched the movie with is like, what, Abu? Didn't he die? Is that Duncan again?
Yeah.
It's weird that they didn't make it clear, more clear at least, through like the color correction or the visual effects that was a vision.
Yeah. Considering how often it seems like they cut things for clarity for people who didn't read the book, that's a moment that's clear if you read the book, or like it was one of those first thoughts that I had, because it's remarkable in the book that he thinks, oh, Duncan was here with us. My visions are wrong.
Yeah.
But, oh, gosh, they're both such beautiful people. Oh, little mouse. Ugh, that actor's so good.
Yeah.
Just everything about him in that scene was like trustable, friendly, open, kind. And then to just so embody the sort of hot-headed, vengeful, angry one later.
Yeah. So true.
I cannot, and I'm always curious, cannot even remotely see anything green.
Yeah.
It always strikes me how, like, I always picture dunes being the same height, which is dumb. So when I see like an individual climbing a
Yeah,
literal
look at
mountain
that.
of sand,
That's massive. That's a good
that's
point.
that's the desert,
Deserts aren't like uniform, right? Like they are.
God,
There's
embarrassing for anybody who's been to a desert to hear us talking about it. But yeah,
yeah, for real.
as someone
I've
from
never been to a
California,
desert myself.
I'm like, wow, deserts.
Leo, is that a
Desert
worm?
hawk?
So many shots of the double moon. I didn't realize.
I know. I was just thinking about how so many of these shots look almost like underexposed. Like there's just not enough light in it. It's like a dark nighttime scene, so of course. But
Yeah.
the bright moon drum sand. Yo, is that a dope beat?
Yeah. Well, what's interesting is this kind of looks to me like day to night conversion,
Oh yeah?
which is a thing a lot of films do. It's much easier to film in the day for many, many reasons.
Yeah, but you have to
And
deal
so
with like
you film in
shadows
the
and stuff.
day.
I guess they
Yeah,
do
and then
have
you just do it in
shadows.
post production and you convert the shot into what looks like nighttime or at least like dusk, like close enough to nighttime that so I it very much looks to me like all of this was shot in daytime and then in post production converted to nighttime shots.
Maybe. I hear what you're saying. I agree. But there's also that side of it, like, to get that diffusive light in the Moroccan desert, at a certain point, it might be easier to film all of this on like a soundstage or something, you know?
Yeah, that too. I'm sure a huge majority of these shots are at a soundstage.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, gross.
I know. It's so grody, but.
Is it talking? Was it saying hello?
What's up? How's it going?
I heard some sick beats here earlier. Was that you?
I'm a desert hawk. Just kidding. I'm a worm. Okay, I gotta go. There's a dope beat over there.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Yeah, I love this wave of sand.
Yeah, just giving us a sense of scale again. Like, how big is that worm that it's causing the sand to act like a wave of water, like a part of the ocean? It's not easy to move sand around like that unless you're ginormous.
It's funny, Jessica's going, how big are they? That was insane. That's the first time she's seen a sandworm. Paul, meanwhile, saw one like 400 times bigger. I'll just say now, all of Javier Bardem's physical posturing and his movements and the way he delivers his lines, this whole scene is so magical. This whole time hasn't recognized. Oh, there he is. Okay, now he does. Yeah. How long did it take him?
Amazing. Water is the most valuable thing on this planet. Yo, Stilgar, party foul, buddy.
Bad manners. Rude.
You never comment on a lady's age. Yo, Jessica!
Paul casually defeating 2 Fremen on his way. Mala pistol. Another thing I genuinely thought we wouldn't get.
Me too. Oh my God, I love it.
Such a good line. I also like, I think she subtly smells him. Yeah.
Whoa. That's interesting.
It's a cute moment. I don't know. Or maybe just like an act of dominance and kind of like.
Yeah. I hadn't noticed that sniff before. Wow.
It's subtitled.
Right. Important enough for the subtitle guy to be like, oh, I got to type that in.
Should we fucking put that in? Okay. Sniffs seductively. He's like, smash. I mean, what? Sorry. Were we smash or pass? No? Oh, okay. I'll follow you. That's fine.
That's so funny. My guy is so embarrassed he tripped.
I wonder if they're going to do the Chani Kynes connection.
Yeah. Obviously, you and I think it's important, but I don't know. Kind of a small detail in the larger picture of things.
Yeah.
Another word I never thought we'd get in this movie. Amtal. We did a whole episode on Amtal, by the way. Go back and listen to that.
What a great clapback. The night is fading. Then the sun will witness our death.
Amazing. Missed opportunity for Jessica to step up.
I know.
And say,
yeah.
I need no champion. I am my own champion.
I love that this is like a little bit out of focus.
Yeah.
Like the visual. You're right. I think some of these visual cues were needed for the, maybe a little bit more obviously for the Duncan shot earlier.
Right. Who is talking is my question. Whose old lady voice is that?
I don't know. I mean, of course, it's the first Reverend Mother that we see. We kept thinking it's Mohan. I mean, I know Villeneuve was saying that a lot of the whispers and a lot of when they used the voice, it had layered female vocals because of other memory.
Right.
And previous Reverend Mothers, but.
Oh, that's her way of saying pass, buddy.
I just want you to know I'd swipe left.
Savage.
He's like, I super liked. That's a very funny line.
Yeah. Shades of MJ there from Zendaya.
Meanwhile, Jamis has terrible eyesight. Where is he? God, Jamis, he's right there. My guy. We got to get you contacts or something.
We smash in the future.
It's a powerful pose.
Yeah.
I feel like Jameis's head is just a little bit bigger than I expected to be.
Oh my gosh, the Duncan salute.
I know.
I loved
So
that
good.
callback.
Also, may thy knife chip and shatter, word for word. Glad it's in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't looking.
Yo, the hair is in your eyes. Tie
Can't
it back.
see anything. Even the playing field, though, because again, canonically, Jameis is blind. No, that's not true.
Yeah, truly.
Not true.
I do like this moment because it matches up with the book where Paul is just waiting, right? Jamis
Yeah.
is riling himself up, and Paul
Yeah.
is patiently waiting for him to make a mistake.
Also subtle. Jameis like switched hands. He did the knife
Yeah,
switch, the Matadorian dodge and strike, calling
right.
back the bullfighting. There's a lot of really great stuff about it. I think it's just, yeah, you and I are desensitized by anime. Like,
Yeah, right. I'm not saying it's like a terrible. Yeah, you're right. Like, there's a lot of great stuff about this fight, but I just think it could have used a sprinkling, like 10% more anime.
neither of them went any kind of super level. No rocks were floating. There were no energy blasts.
Right. Nobody screamed plus ultra.
Even though Paul very clearly went even further beyond. So he's like, okay, maybe smash? I don't
Hello.
know.
Right. Can I
Okay.
change my answer?
I'm not saying I'm going to. I just want to know for just to be sure. I love a boy with some blood on his hands.
If only I could figure out how to make eye contact with him. All I see is his hair.
Oh, the score here is beautiful.
uh, that is Duke Leto's son right there, y'all.
The regal, like French horns carrying that melody. Or trombones, I don't know. Something. Twist. Paul's actually writing in that. It's very comfortable. The famous line, This is part one
I'm
of
already
a two-part
cringing.
movie.
I'm already cringing, and she hasn't said it yet.
Yo, so cool.
Worm Rider.
Worm riding.
No, stop it.
That thing my dad said. Also, there are more movies. Don't not watch them. Please watch the rest of them.
Oh man.
As Shawnee the Fremen once said, please watch the sequel.
Dune, baby.
Dune, baby, directed by Denis Villeneuve.
Oh,
Fantastic.
my God.
What a blast.
What a blast. What a movie.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
What is that? What number rewatch is that for you, Leo?
You know, I have friends who have, without exaggeration, seen this movie over 20 times.
Wow.
And so I'm a little embarrassed to say it's only like 7.
Oof.
I know.
You
It's pretty
got to
cringe.
pump those numbers up, buddy.
Listen, I saw it before it was out, and I saw it in true IMAX twice on opening day. So
Right.
I'm trying.
And
but-
then we talked about it for 6 hours. I get it. There's only so much Dune you can have in your life.
Listen, Gom Jabbar and Dune is a slow burn. It's a long project. We're not
Yeah.
trying to just sprint our way through this. We're taking our time.
sure.
We're enjoying it. What about you? What do you know the number?
I think this is probably maybe 4 or 5. Because I took a long break. Like I didn't buy the DVD and it went off of HBO Max for a little bit. So
Right.
now that it's
right.
back on streaming, now I'm able to rewatch it again. Wow, what a movie. Well, this was fun.
Yeah.
And to wrap up, I would actually add for our listeners, gomjabarpodcast@gmail.com. Write to us. Is this the kind of sort of offbeat episode that you enjoy? Should we do more things like this? Not necessarily just watch along episodes, but
This movie again?
should we just rewatch the movie again? But I would love to experiment with the types of episodes that we do and try out different things. Of course, we love our lore deep dives. We'll never not do those, but it's fun to try out some different things. So write to us. Was this fun for you? Did you sit through all 2.5 hours of it with us? I would love to know.
Yeah, I have to imagine like 6 people are going to do this with us.
Right. Are you still here during the credits at the end? Well, friends, there is no real ending. It's just a place where you stop the recording. But this podcast is always one step beyond logic, so help spread the word of Muad'Dib and leave us a review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And be sure to check out the other shows on the Lore Party Podcast Network on loreparty.com. You can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram at lore_party. Thank you so much for listening. And remember, he who controls the podcast controls the universe. We'll see you on the Golden Path.